Welcome to Friday evening here at the Ascension Tournament Series. I'm SportyFC. You guys are here for Friday evening and all the goodness that comes from it. As this on week 4 of the Ascension Tournament Series season, we've got so many matches, so many great matches for you all. Week number 4, 10 weeks total this season. So we're here, we're ready. Action is going to heat up, and here in the SportyFC Ascension Cup, we've got an interesting match tonight. Lunar Echo takes on Ukiyo Samurai here. Both these teams not doing so well this season. Lunar Echo are 1-1, sitting right now at that 4th spot. Having suffered their one loss to Oasis Venom, who themselves are undefeated right now. So, I mean, if there's any team to lose to, it would be the undefeated team. But their season, not exactly an easy one. Even though after this week they play Wiffle Puffs, SB Galaxy, and EA as well. Lunar Echo in a position where they could do well at the end of the season. It's going to be tough for them. On the other side, Ukiyo Samurai, 0-2 right now. They have not won yet this season. Their losses coming to Galaxy and the Wiffle Puffs, both of them being sweep losses too. Not a good sign for this Ukiyo Samurai roster. They're going to need to find some wins, and they're going to need to find them soon. This is not a very long season. It's only 7 weeks. You only get 6 matches. It's important that you get wins, especially early. Teams, again, just for that, as we'll take a look at our schedule here. This is not the only match this evening as well. Later tonight, we'll have the House Gryffindor Pinnacle Cup show up with Egoist and Nirvana. Then, even later than that, the 135 Esports Phoenix Cup with Guardian Leviosa, and our first viewing of Eclipse Evolve, an org that actually has got a pretty nice history in ATS. But and I'm excited to see how things will go here. Again, an important lot of fun things going to happen tonight. Again, this is where we start here in the SportyFC Ascension Cup. A bit of pressure on these rosters to perform. Gonna have an incredible week here as well. So I'm looking forward to this. It's gonna be a really fun night. And we'll see how things go in our best of 5 matches tonight here. Bring in our lowest division. This is the Fortuna MR division of the SportyFC Ascension Cup. We'll wait on these players joining in. A fun time. They're the very... I think it is Ukiyo. Jodasir, Shadow. It's Josh. Let me see who It's Josh is. No, that's one of the players here. That's probably Frosty. I think that's Frosty. Frosty, I know, does sometimes change his name account. I think he uses a Steam account. Check right now and confirm real quick. Everybody in the lobby here, in for our little best of 5. I know it's a pretty early start for the stream, although we're not against early now. We just don't stream them very often. Yeah, they don't happen very often. Kind of in that position as well. Ukiyo, same. Let me take a look here. Who this It's Josh person is. I know that's somebody on their team. On the side, Rice Mix is in. 2X is in, so Lunar Echo are here. Well, give us a moment while I figure out who Josh is. Yeah, that's one of the players on his team, and I think it's Frosty, though. It absolutely is. That's Frosty. So, I thought so. I already had my hunch coming into this. But yes, Frosty, he's been playing on that same name for a little while. We're just going to need to going here. That's really the only confusing part, I think, for this match is that little name change. We'll get these players in the lobby now. So, this is week 4 of the SportyFC Ascension Cup. And Lunar Echo had a Project Lunar, the only team from Project Lunar in this event. So it goes for Ukiyo Samurai of Ukiyo Esports. Both these teams really need wins. This is a situation where the fortunate thing is you can't lose out of the first stage of the tournament. Here in the SportyFC Ascension Cup, you almost certainly can have some issues here as we're going to get into our match. Lunar Echo on the blue. Who's the stars? That is, I'll figure that out very soon. But Lunar Echo on the blue, Ukiyo Samurai on the orange here, and a best of 5 series. As both teams, again, desperately need of getting wins. This will be a great match to find some foothold here. There's still half the season to go. Both teams actually have already had their bye weeks, so they're guaranteed after this week 3 more matches. Really, you can turn a season around at this point, even if you haven't had a good start. And for both these teams, there are some pretty heavy hitters atop that bracket. The Burger Joint, SP Galaxy, as well as Oasis Venom. Definitely some scary teams to watch out for here as Lunar Echo gonna put that offense on early. Rice Mix by Jonas will be Frosty trying to get to that one, but Smirk 2x on the break chance. Infield pass, the shot will not be there in time. Will be Lunar who will keep possession as Rice Mix on the back pass. Will find a Smirk 2x off the back wall. Jonas can't read this. Was posturing for that shot attempt. Never came, but Lunar Echo putting that pressure on early. And Ukiyo Samurai not able to get out of defense very quickly. Again, a team that has not won yet this season. They're going to need to do something drastic to turn this tournament around for themselves. The dunk. Will find Smirk, but he couldn't put the shot on. As it will be Shadow who will stay with this. Rice Mix again. Lunar Echo trying to play in the midfield. Play just isn't going to work for them so far. A lot of opportunities, but nothing really breaking down Ukiyo Samurai. We haven't seen them really push far enough. For Ukiyo Samurai, it's either making mistakes or they're just making Ukiyo Samurai make mistakes. We haven't gotten to that position yet, although that could have been it there. That was just off the post. Smirk now, infield pass, Rice Mix to shoot. Gets the fake on one, the flick as well. That's off the bar. Jonas can't read it, but Shadow will be there to clear. Lunar Echo keeping the pressure though. That's gonna hit the net. They'll take goal 1. And Lunar Echo on the board as I'm gonna find out who's the stars. We'll probably get an answer from them soon enough. Yeah, there we go. It's Owen. That's who it is. On Lunar Echo, and they almost got a second goal with Smirk. Here goes Owen again off the back wall. Next. Will be kept away by Frosty as Mo will open things up as another play for Lunar Echo as Smirk 2x. Net there, a quick chance. Easily keep out as here goes Rice Mix. That's a second one. Lunar Echo on the goals again. No stopping this team and their work throughs right now. Again, I love this. Their offense keeping possession, keeping the play up. The Samurai's got a relatively passive playstyle. Lunar Echo taking full notice of that as another pass. Smirk! Oh, that's perfect! Right between the defense as well. That pass could not have been any better from Rice Mix, and it had to be. There were players all around this play. That is perfectly played. Smirk scores. At this point, all you can say is Lunar Echo are feeling it right now. Actually, Owen's not even a player. I think what the two are talking about is Fuchsa. I believe Fuchsa is Owen. I forgot that they refer to Fuchsa by his first name as infield play for Ukiyo, trying to get their first goal of the game, but it won't go very far. Now it goes Shadow, Smirk. Very well to collect this one. Now just taking these challenges from Ukiyo Samurai. Frosty will be there. A light touch, but it will be cleared away. Gets the dunk anyways. Frosty leaves it. Jonas! Oh, what a block for Ice Mix! Got to get around the bump and then get the block on it. Very tough to recover that easily. Ukiyo, though, keeping the offense, says another chance. Smirk will be there. Gets around Frosty. No boost, but enough to get the clear. And doing even more than just, will go to offense. Ice Mix off the crossbar. Follow-up shot will not be good enough. Noreko will have to subside with that 3-goal lead, although that is a monumental lead at this point. One that I don't think we'll be seeing them lose. And they shouldn't be losing at this point, as long as they can play good defense. As Frosty looking for Ukiyo's first goal of the series. Smirk will clear. Up touch there by Fuchsa as a infield play will be Frosty. Demoed away. It's open room for Lunar Echo. And another big clear away. Rice Mix. Flick on. Stopped by Frosty. But it's going to go in anyways. As the follow-up touch will find only the net. Lunar Echo, if they haven't secured game 1, this definitely will do it. 4-goal lead now. 15 seconds to go. That will push Ukiyo Samurai all the way back once again. And a game 1 performance that is showing us one of two things why... Ukiyo Samurai right now are 0-2. Unfortunately for them, they play still just far too defensive. It's also showing Lunar Echo that this team does have that ability to bounce back. They've had a tough run. Again, their only loss coming to Oasis Venom. Definitely a team that some people consider a sleeper agent in the SportyFC Ascension Cup, and for good reason. Been doing some good things this season. Definitely not a bad team. I like trying to make that known, but also just trying to make sure they get the wins when they need to. That's game 1. As we'll move to game 2, we got confirmation as well that Owen is in fact Fuchsa. I was right about that. I remember talking to them about this before. They refer to him by Owen, but online but officially he's Fuchsa. So yes, those dots are Fuchsa. I don't know. Maybe the game just doesn't like his username. I don't know what it is. But we go into game 2 here. Lunar Echo 5-0 in game 1. That is strong. And again, it's week 4. You need to get wins. Your season's definitely not going to be easy without them. Again, mostly what these wins are going to rely on is if you're at the top spot, you get a bye to the top 4. If you are below it, it's all about seeding. Seeding is important in that final bracket. Single elimination. If you don't get an easy first round matchup, you got to deal with that. It is a cutthroat bracket. This isn't double elimination. This isn't Swiss. It's just single elimination in that final bracket that decides who wins this thing. It is cutthroat. And again, you do not have an easy first round matchup. Well, that sucks. You got to play with it. So every win matters, especially these teams who have not done amazingly this season. There are some teams here that I think you'd rather play against than others. I'm sure getting every win you can will make things as easy as you can for yourself, as Ice Mix nearly got the first goal there. Echo keeping the offense from last game as Smirk. It's around Frosty, now around Shadow. Jonas will be waiting for this, but an infield play going straight to Smirk. That's a long touch blocked by Jonas. Although Lunar Echo still the first ones to this as a demo in front. The passing play. Jonas will clear. Everybody pushed up. That one off the crossbar. And it will be wide of the net. Lunar Echo all pushed up for that play. Really were confident. Nearly cost them. Would have been their first deficit of the night. Smirk 2x. This does well to get to the block. Fuchsa. Josh, not a great first touch. Fuchsa off the post. Smirk beat by Frosty as Rice Mix waiting back as it'll be Frosty once more. Oh, it's awkward! It's an own goal! Smirk just shot that off of Fuchsa! Oh, Lunar Echo. I mean, they had all the time to worry about this play. That's why you don't do that, Fuchsa. That's why you always go into your net on defense, not out of it. But in reality, still an unfortunate touch to begin with. Ukiyo Samurai now have the lead, their first goal of the series, their first lead of the series as well. And they'll look to add more. That's hit just off the post. Lunar Echo will send this one to safety. Smirk off the back wall will be freely here, although Jonas first too. Smirk waiting very far back. Now he can challenge this. And the demo, Shadow, won't see it. That's off the bar. Smirk again. Oh, he's hit it well wide of the net. There's no chance for Lunar Echo to score on this play. Always that second touch, it feels like, on offense. Their first touch sets things up for themselves. That second touch only seems to hit that ball away from the goal. Only going to make their lives tougher. That ball's not in front of the net, as here goes Smirk. That one just wide as Fuchs unable to get through Shadow. Ukiyo Samurai holding desperately to that one-goal lead as will it be cleared away. Fuchsa back in by Jonas. Lunar Echo unable to really get that offense for themselves. Battling for it. They're getting opportunities. They now need to put one in. As here goes Smirk. That one by. It is Fuchsa. And it is a tie game. Well, it didn't take too much longer for them to find that goal. As a huge breakdown field. And Ukiyo Samurai just were never going to catch up to it. Lunar Echo living in the chaos of the moment. Capitalize on Ukiyo Samurai's lack of rotation. Now off the kickoff. Looking for a second is Smirk trying to get a sneaky one there. But Ukiyo was ready for that. Now an infield play. Double commit though. Means some open room for Lunar Echo to work with. As Rice Mix, 15. Smirk! Oh, he's whiffed it! The follow-up touch will be wide on it as well. As Ukiyo will play for that control as will be Smirk. Pumps on Jonas. One high is Smirk. This just can't get enough on it. As Josh. Ice Mix. The back wall. Shadow. Able to get that clear. Lunar Echo holding on to that possession as this one was just in the midfield. They're making things a lot more hazardous. As Smirk got a little bit of a player waiting up there in Fuchsa. Ice Mix can go to this. Great job from Frosty though. Doesn't rush into that challenge. If he rushes into that play, he gives himself up to being dunked. Oh, but he's giving it up anyways. What happened here? I was talking so highly about that Ukiyo Samurai defensive decision, but it's a whiff for Frosty. Shadow leaves the play, and Jonas is left all alone. He can't defend that shot. And it's a lead for Lunar Echo inside the final minute of Game 2. And for Lunar Echo side who are 1-1, love to just have that little advantage for themselves in their next week matches against the Wiffle Puffs, so the team that they'd like to do well against here as Rice Mix doesn't get it. Oh, it's still in front, but it'll be cleared away by Shadow. Ukiyo will stay on offense for now, although they need a goal. Time's not exactly in their favor. It'll be away as back wall cleared by Rice Mix. Shadow saved by Fuchsa. Time is running out for Ukiyo Samurai. They'll need one more chance as Frosty trying to set up a play. Could have been an opportunity there, but it hits the floor. Lunar Echo now on triple match point. For Ukiyo Samurai side that this season has actually been swept in both their losses as well. May have to suffer a third straight match of losing in the exact same way. Pressure on them to perform. That pressure may be taking its toll. As we go to Game 3 in this best of 5 in the SportyFC Ascension Cup. here we go. It is game 3, a potential for a 3-0 sweep here for Lunar Echo. Just win one more game. Last game took them a while to get their offense going, and they only held a 1-goal lead. It was not exactly easy for themselves. I think a lot of it came down to that first goal being scored by Ukiyo Samurai. That first goal can work wonders for a team. That's why Lunar Echo is going to make sure they score first here in game 3. Well, that's a welcome sight for not Ukiyo, for Lunar Echo. Did I say Ukiyo Samurai? I meant Lunar Echo. As they take, again, a nice lead here, and as I said, again, those leads can really open things up for the future. So, we're not even 30 seconds in this thing. Already, Lunar Echo has quite the advantage for themselves, and one that is going to be very tough for Ukiyo Samurai to remove. Fuxa looking to add more! He'll do just that! Demoed on the process, but our goal nonetheless. 2-0 lead for Lunar. As he just sneaks this one by Shadow. Went all the way back for boost. Gave up a lot of space there. Oh, that's all that space that will be taken by Lunar Echo. As Smirk, Demo in front. It's a great save for Shadow as Lunar Echo trying to take anything against him there. They were looking for a couple dunks on that play. Could not connect, but it'll be cleared away nonetheless. As to the back wall, Smirk calls for this. Ice Mix didn't exactly believe him there. And yeah, Lunar Echo going to take this all the way back to defense. Smart play as well. Taking possession rather than looking for another shot in a play where they don't have offensive control. Although they got to be careful here. A whiff in the midfield means Rice Mix has got to get that block. Now Fuxa forces Frosty to an awkward touch. Rice Mix will clear. Still Rice Mix to the back wall. Merc taking the play away as Lunar Echo gotta be careful here, and that's why Smirk with his second, and Lunar Echo is continuing to find the back of the nets. That's kind of the situation I think these teams finding themselves in as another goal. This time it's Ukiyo Samurai. Not out of this game just yet. Battling for their lives at this point. If they have any hope to make that final bracket, they've got to be successful and very successful. Lunar Echo again holding a multi-goal lead still. Ukiyo's going to need more than just a goal to beat them. They're going to need a lot more than just one. They're going to need goals and a consistent offense, which just has not been there for them at all this series. As Smirk, oh my goodness, what a second touch! That is a beautiful second touch. Fuxa! Oh, no way! Oh, what a finesse! What a goal! I think Lunar Echo may have just peaked. My goodness! That sidewall double tap assist into the perfect redirect for Fuxa. That is peak from Lunar Echo. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. Well, I don't think we need to ask how Lunar Echo's feeling this game, or even this series. That describes it! Oh, but Frosty with an answer! That's a beautiful return shot. Well, Ascension Cup has just gotten a little bit more interesting now with these kind of plays going in. That is an incredible shot from Frosty. Even at as high as the Phoenix Cup, I don't expect people to score that one very often. That is a very tough shot to make. A play there from Frosty, keeping his team's hopes at least somewhat alive. As Lunar Echo will try to keep themselves on offense. Smirky hit it very high there. They'll be left for Rice Mix. That's a beautiful first touch. It will be Frosty. Rice Mix still keeping it away. Lunar Echo just choosing not to go for it. Instead, cut their losses, play the midfield instead. As Rice Mix, he may have just pre-jumped that pass. I think he did though. But Lunar Echo, they're looking pretty happy with themselves. Up infield play, Smirk, back wall. Ooh, it would have been actually on the net as well. I thought that one was a little higher than it really was. Echo, and holding that 2-goal lead. One more, I'm sure, would shut down this series once and for all, but they don't need goals at this point. I think perfectly happy to carry on without scoring. It will be Luxa, Smirk. Oh, it's wide open in the backfield, though. Nobody back. That's a goal for Ukiyo. And Lunar Ecto not exactly been paying attention. Wow, Rice Mix jumped for that very early. I mean, the last one back, that is an odd decision. His team's in the lead. You don't need to take risks. Lunar Echo now. In a little bit of hot water. Only up by 1 goal. Ukiyo Samurai could make the comeback happen. It's going to be a tough comeback. Still, a minute to go. Easily enough time. Echo. They're not done yet, though. Here goes Smirk. If you had any doubts of this team, Smirk's going to complete his hat trick for you. Guess that one by Jonas. And, oh, Ukiyo never really saw it. Lunar Echo looking to ease their fears just a little bit here. Considering that they're definitely under a good amount of pressure as they just stopped moving. Was this like an AFK kickoff? There's no way they just pulled an AFK kickoff strat. They all stopped moving. I thought for a second maybe the server like lagged out, but no, they totally just did like an AFK strat. It didn't work for them, but I do appreciate it. That was something new. I haven't seen a whole team do that. I've seen players do that where they intentionally like miss the kickoff to fake it for their teammates behind them, but I haven't seen all 3 players doing it. That's a new one. It doesn't work. As they're doing it again here. Another fake kickoff for Lunar Echo. This time they won't be waiting nearly as long as they'll take ball off play. Rice Mix to goal. Smirk unable to put it in. He just couldn't get around it. As Luxa pumping out Frosty as Jonas demoed. Frosty still. Smirk keeps this one away. Rice Mix actually getting in the wrong play there now. The wheel will be cleared ahead. 30 seconds to go. Shadow can't get much with it. Jonas forced off the play by Fuxa, who had a little bit of a bump on him at the end of that. Lunar Echo gonna panic a little bit here, but they will clear the ball nonetheless. Rice Mix, he's pre-jumping this one. Missed the ball completely, and again an open backfield. Jonas going. Smirk will be there up the demo spawn. Lunar Echo, they'll let this ball hit the floor. They'll take the series in a sweep. Another 1-goal difference. But Lunar Echo, 3 games straight, having no complaints. Their record improves to 2-1. So a quick match for themselves. Again, what a great night here for Lunar Echo. Getting the job done. 3 games, they make it look pretty easy for themselves. Again, that's kind of what they wanted. They wanted to make sure this looked easy. They don't want to be losing to teams like Ukiyo Samurai. But again, the record's now 2-1. As I said, Lunar Echo I think is a real dark horse team. Just with a really tough week 1 match that kind of set them off to a bad start. Again, after this week, they play against the Wiffle Puffs next week, so that'll be a good team to play against. Puffs are not that bad. But I think it's another team that they definitely have heavy favorites in, so. And looking forward to all that as what a night it has been here so far. A reminder, this is only our first of 3 matches this evening as part of the Ascent Tournament Series. This is the SportyFC Ascension Cup. This night again we'll have our House Wolf and Pinnacle Cup with Ecos Nirvana, and we'll have our 35 Esports Phoenix Cup with Guardian Leviosa and Evolve Eclipse. We've got matches, we've got action. A lot of stuff to go through. But for tonight, that will do it for now. As again, what a good night for them, at least. Again, they got their win, got the matches they needed to. Didn't make it any more complicated than it really needed to be. Oh, well, not that much more complicated than it needed to be. Lunar Echo, again, I think are a dark horse team. A team that is probably going to do pretty well by the end of the season. But again, we'll have to wait to see how that. For now, they get the wins where they need them to. Too much to really argue with on that situation, as we're gonna get our night to end, at least for a little bit. We'll be back later tonight with our House River Pinnacle Cup action, but for now, take care. We'll see you guys in just a few hours when the 8th Sun Tournament Series mainstream is live again.